All right, so
You said full port it?
all right, so July 8th. Let's go over this trade review session for the New York AM. So first, I kind of want to go over this 30-minute here, this 30-minute short that happened on GC. Going into the day,
Or that trade.
obviously, clearly bearish, clearly displacing lower. And we are really not stopping here for any real reason, right? Like our level is down here at um, 40,
I can't see
46.
your screen, Wellington. Are you sharing your screen?
Oh, hold on. Thought I was. Can you guys see my screen now?
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I kind of talked about this morning. So we had
This is
this.
such a good trade.
Yeah, we had this beautiful 30-minute. So we start dumping here because of the news about Iran, which cool. Like we don't really trade news, so this doesn't really matter for us. The next part is like, what can we do with this information? So we're clearly bearish, clearly moving down, making lower, lower, lower highs. So now it's like, well, okay, well, like what happens next? Here, this isn't really a sponsored move. We're not moving up here because of any reason. If we go back here, right, our level isn't till either here, which we broke out of, or down here, which we're literally in between this level. So what do? We break through this level, we come back down, retest, and this is beautiful because this is also a nice little pivot zone for us to take a trade out of. Great. So then we have a few things that are lining up here. One, we're in a pivot zone. Two, we have a move that is not sponsored, the support level. And then finally, the third part is our third confluence is we finally get this entry model. So we go back down to the 15 to see if there's a level that's near us. So we have this here. So I wanted to take this down here. And there isn't really anything holding us back here. The other part is there's also a resistance level here. So this resistance level also is what's bringing us down, which means that this is a sponsored move, both off of a 30-minute pivot zone plus a 15-minute resistance level. So again, that's like four confluences at the time. So we get out of the first minute here because that's our rule, right? We want to make sure we get out of the first minute first. And then now we just want to make sure we have a decent retest. I found that this was not too bad if I took it here. So I was looking to do something like this. You do end up getting at least a 101. Right here, and you just gotta come move your TP for the 1-to-1. Hold on. It was something like this. This is what I was looking at.
Yeah, I would have loved if that wick took out the higher wicks just because this is a reversal kind of impulse play.
Oh yeah. Oh, like this one here.
I don't.
Same.
Yeah, I think we're just so bearish that
We were
like
so
we
bearish. It was
couldn't.
too strong for this to
Yeah,
have
we
to
just
this move to have
literally
happened.
couldn't. Yeah,
I
I
agree with you.
agree. If I was awake, I would have taken that. I literally got on the charts the next 15-minute candle.
Yeah.
So I got on the charts after we printed this huge wick because news comes out at 7:40, and we print like a giant wick.
So this is kind of what turned us around. That news. I guess you could have done this right here. Whatever that news. I'm gonna take a screenshot so I can throw it on the channel here. But that news is what moves things into the other direction. Because here, there's not really any reason to not hit this target. And when we move towards like 740, we just kind of get this humongous Newswick, right? Like this is not natural. But cool. So that
Yeah,
was play
yeah.
A right here, which was this short here. Awesome.
I'd give that an A. Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
great
this is
trade.
an A. Like the only other thing that would make this an A plus was if
The sweeping high.
this exactly if the reversing candle here had taken out these highs and came the other way. But outside of that, this is definitely an A trade. There's no real question about that part.
Yeah, agree.
Okay, cool.
Next trade is the trade I took, I think.
All right, let's see if there's anything else before we get to that trade. So we have that. There really isn't. I was looking at this 30
I
minute
was
here.
so pissed that didn't work. I was
Same.
so mad that didn't work.
Same, but like we can't control um, what price does. So here we were
And that
ready to
does
take
work,
this
which is
trade.
the annoying thing.
Yeah, we were definitely ready to take this trade. We were looking for price kind of came up here. It was around VWAP ish. Wasn't super perfect. And then we started getting this displacement lower. And then on the 15 minute, we also broke out of this,
Exactly. Yeah.
created support. So the context behind this play definitely makes sense. And then the other part too is if you understand market structure, we are creating higher highs and higher lows. But what do we do? Like, how can we get a change in this market structure? Well, we take out the most recent higher low. We retest and we come back down, which is exactly what this is starting to do, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is definitely starting to do that. But we never get an entry. So this is that retest that I was looking for. But yeah, we never get an entry.
And then I took this because I'm like, whoa. Maybe it was on the 30 minute.
Oh, you took the
I took NQ.
You took NQ. Yeah, this is GC.
This is weird. NQ's on the left for me on my.
Yeah, all good. I keep GC on the left and NQ on the right. But yeah, so we never get an entry for this. I know some people really wanted to take it off of the 15 minute, and they got kind of thrown in here. I was struggling with seeing how that happened.
I didn't like the 15 minute.
Same. I was not too
Yeah.
keen on the 15 minute, but the 30 minute for me looked
30
a
minute
lot
fine
nicer.
here.
Yeah. Cool. And then the next play here would have been, especially on the 30 minute, if this 30 minute had closed over here, we could have combined these two candles for a 30 minute candle, which still engulfs this, and we would have been able to take a continuation trade lower. But again, didn't happen. So kind of let that go away. But the trade that you ended up taking was this one.
Thought this trade was
So this
good.
is another trade that I was looking at as well. NQ, same scenario, right?
Oh, the impulse. Yeah.
Right. So we've come up to this pivot zone, right? Really strong area where we created support, and now we have the opportunity to create some resistance. What are the other confluences around here? Well, we have VWAP kind of around this area. Doesn't have to be near perfect, kind of around this area. And let me go to the actual bar that we have VWAP around this area. We tap this pivot zone. So we have every reason to start going lower if we were going to go lower. I know that here, right, we're starting to make higher lows. So it's starting to seem like we're making bullish order flow. But for me, we were more so looking to rebalance this range. And guess what we do? We come around this 50% area and we start making what looks like a bearish reason to start creating bearish order flow and start going in the direction of the market, which is clearly bearish. Cool. So here we were just waiting to get an entry. I think this is where people kind of got slipped in. They looked at the 15 minute because the 15 minute was a reversal, or rather an engulfing of the previous 15 minute candle. And they looked at the 30 minute that looked like a hammer, which a combination of those two makes for an A plus entry. However, I was waiting for the 30 minute candle to be broken. Some people took this off of the first minute, right? Because this is how you kind of get triggered in here. But to me, my conviction was if we're going to be lower, the 30 minute needs to make sense. So just because the 15 minute gave you that entry, the 30 minute was still holding off. The retest is beautiful. Obviously, we get this beautiful retest up here. So now the last part is to get triggered here at this entry. And we just never do.
Yeah.
We never do.
And I saw that, and I'm like, okay, this is where we're gonna flip bearish, if we're gonna flip bearish.
Right.
And once we didn't flip bearish, I'm like, I'm trying to find any reason to go long, any reason at all to go long. So I get my entry, I take it, and get stop rated.
Yeah, your interest was pretty interesting. Um, so I agree. Now we've tried to rebalance this. We clearly didn't, or rather, we got to the 50%. This is an opportunity to go short. Price doesn't take that opportunity, which means that, like you said, we're now starting to make bullish order flow. We've already started here, so we already have market structure that helps us align this like bullish thesis. So now we're just waiting for a candle close for us to take this trade. I think you took it off the 15, right?
I believe I did.
Right.
Yeah, I did.
So here's a 15. We finally get the close up here. We have clear place to go break even, right? This candle wick high here.
Yeah, which I had.
Right, because this is where a bunch of stop orders would be placed for sellers, especially on this candle, when taking a sell. So this is a decent place to go break even because we can easily take those stop orders and continue dumping if that's the direction that we wanted to go. We wanted to take price. All right, so we wait for this. All right, this is a decent retest here. So seeing that here, this is when I'm interested. But I think you got tapped in early then.
No, I didn't. We come down, make the retest, and then like 3 minutes and I get tapped in.
Because then you shouldn't have gotten tapped in. Let's go over this again.
Why?
Look at this. So now the question is, do we have a good enough retest? Keep in mind, this is a very small wick. So we are going to be waiting for that double tap.
Which we get.
Okay.
So we come down, and then we break the lows again. Then we break the low, and yeah, and then we go. Double.
Okay,
is that not a double
this
tap?
doesn't look bad. Yeah, I would have taken this.
Okay.
Had I thought that this is the direction the market was going, we came back inside of this range.
I was super confident. In
Yeah,
trade.
we came back inside of this range. We started breaking the highs. Yeah, it doesn't look like a bad place to start. Okay.
Look at the 5 minute. I think that's what lost me this trade. I saw this once I was already tapped in.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, you can't do anything about that, right? You got a doji.
Because I'm not going to fade a trade because of the 5 minute. We got a doji inside of the level.
No,
I'm
I
not gonna
know,
fade
but
a
this
trade
is
because of
clearly
that.
respecting this level. But again, we
I
don't.
know.
Yeah, this is what's this hindsight? Hindsight is 2020. If you were already
I was
in this
literally in the
trade
and I was like,
when it came back down, so what were you supposed to do? Get out of the trade? No, I think you just see it through.
No.
Guys, to see it through, my boy. No,
Which
so I
I
think
did.
this is fine. I think this is fine. I think you just got stopped out, and then next candle is 9:30 open. There's nothing for you to do there. Plus, the other part is if you didn't get stopped out, you would have been entering at 9:30 open. So you probably would have closed
Which
the
I
trade.
wouldn't have done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would.
So either way, that's done for. So those
Yeah,
were
I
really
think
the
that
only
was
plays.
statistical, honestly.
Those were really the only plays. I was looking at this one here, this play down here, but it kind of starts going down first, then comes up, then does the retest, and then you kind of get something here.
I watched that happen, and I'm like, nah.
Nah, this is
We already swept out liquidity of that low.
right.
I'm pretty sure we're tapping into a level at that time.
Yeah, no.
It didn't look like good. Oh, look at that impulse. It worked.
Yeah. And then
I wouldn't
for
have taken that, honestly. I don't think.
I was looking for trades at NQ. This close below looks decent. Like I wouldn't have taken this at all. And then we get this small, we get this small green candle, which is good. And what would we take? The break of the low. But it would go right into this. It would be a negative R trade. So I faded that. We finally get below this, but we're like 1, 2, 3 candles deep in. Good retest.
You see that first big red candle on GC?
This one here, 10:30 candle.
The green candle to the left. I almost took that in. Well, it looked better.
This one,
No, to your right,
this
like
impulse.
that green candle. It looked better.
Yeah.
Like it became a doji in the last like 10, 15.
I mean, I think I was looking at this as well, and I liked it because we were coming outside of this pivot zone.
Exactly.
We started going the other way, so this wouldn't have been a bad trade. But I saw it was starting to look a little weird. So that's why I wasn't even entertaining it. I wasn't even entertaining it. But yeah, I think really there was only one real trade. Well, I guess there were two of them. It was the GC trade here at the 30-minute reversal, which goes down to the next level.
Trade. That was an A trade.
Yeah. You can also argue.
Sneaky.
You can also.
What'd you say, Jackson?
It's sneaky.
It is
Hey,
a little.
it's a good
sneaky.
trade.
It's a little sneaky.
It's kind of ghetto, but it's like a really good trade.
No, I know. The context is really good.
Context is so good.
I like these trades where the reversing candle only slightly engulfs the previous candle. It shows that there was a fight between buyers and sellers, and they almost like you almost scrape the win. So then it kind of gives the hand to the others. So it's kind of what happens here. I don't like it when it's too like this here. Let's say if this was the reversal we're talking about, I feel like, oh shit, like we literally just missed a move. Getting in here just means that like the likelihood of price delivering towards my target just decreases significantly. We've already taken out a lot of the volume was used up on the reversing candle. But when it's like this, when it's barely engulfing it, I'm like, okay, cool. Now is when the volume's gonna step in.
He left.
He got upset. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah. So this was another one here. But again, you're not gonna take 9:30 open.
Look on the 15.
It's all good. No, same thing. I saw.
Yeah, it is kind of the same trade.
It's
I
the
would
same trade.
honestly like. I gave that a minus in my journal.
Yeah, this would be an A minus. I think you were
I
looking for
love
any reason to go long, and you just got stop rated.
That's why
Like,
it's kind of ghetto. That's why it's kind of ghetto.
yeah, but I mean, outside of that, I mean, hindsight is 20/20. But during the trade, you come down, you go inside of the range, and you come back up. You break the highs. I'd take that.
I thought it was.
Yeah,
great.
no,
I
I
thought it was gonna win the trade.
don't see anything
Honestly,
wrong
or
with that at
least
all.
Go to that wick so I could go break even. That's what I thought was gonna.
Yeah, no, I think that was pretty decent. I have no
can't
quarrels
be-
with that.
Like, was I over leveraged? Yes. Would I take that again? Yes. Am I upset about it? No. I don't. Like, whatever.
No, I think you took what was supposed to be
Yeah, it's a good trade.
yeah, high probability trade. You lost, so the outcome's not up to you. The outcome's up to the market.
Yeah.
All you can do is
Yeah.
give your system enough trades so that over time it can make you money. That's it.
That was my first loss in 5 trades.
Okay, cool.
Wait. What the heck? I believe. Oh, none of my stuff is saving in my
In your journal?
journal.
That's weird.
Why did that not save?
All right, cool. But yeah, I'll end the recording here. But yeah, these were the two available trades during New York AM session. Cool.